Hi everybody, it's Paige from Salt Lake County, and I am here to do part 3 of the 4-part series of strength training. Today we're not going to be using any weights. Some of these moves are moves that you've done before, some of them are moves that maybe you've never done. I want to talk with just a second about use of weights. Whenever you're doing a new exercise, don't use weights. Try it out, see how you feel. In fact, try it for 2 or 3 or 4 workouts even. Make sure your body feels okay doing that exercise. Then add weight, and don't add a ton of weight, add a little weight, and then a couple weeks later add another pound or another half a pound. So what if it takes you a year to get up to lifting 6 or 7 or 8 pounds? Yet it's more than what you're lifting now. So gradual, slow and steady definitely wins the race. Remember, whenever you're starting any sort of new exercise program, you might feel sore the next day. That is normal. We want to minimize it, but it's not wrong, and it's part of overloading muscles. So we want to be safe, but I also want to push you, because the way that we build strength is to overload that muscles, and that means adding weight. But for today, since some of this is new, no weights, okay? This is 15-minute workout. I keep looking because my stopwatch is over there. 3-minute warm-up, and then we have 10 minutes of the strength training, and then a 2-minute cool down. So once we start this clock, it'll be 15 minutes, all right? Make sure you have a nice clear space around you. You're not gonna trip over anything. You do need a chair. I have mine facing this orientation so you can see me, because some of these, it's more helpful if you see it from the side, all right? Okay, we're gonna get started. Starting my stopwatch, and we're just gonna march. Now you can hear my feet on the floor, and that's okay. A lot of times I'll say march light so you can't hear the feet. That means you're really pulling your belly in. And other times I might say, hey, let's get a little sound. Let's get a little stamp going on there, right? We're not looking to stomp super hard, but I do want there to be a little bit of impact. Not a lot, just a little bit. Impact is part of life. It's not our enemy. We just want to be thoughtful about when we do it. Let's take those legs wide. Getting those arms into this. We do want to get our blood pumping, right? Because we're going to work those legs. We only got 3 minutes warm up. It's going to go by fast. Remember, this is a great way to pop yourself out of being, if you're cross-eyed from looking at the computer, it's a great way to kind of wake yourself up. Just get yourself moving. All right, we're going to change this to hamstring curls, pressing the arms. Yeah, we're just doing lower body today, but we want to warm up those arms as well. We're also going to work core today. So I got a couple of core exercises. We got 2 core and 3 legs. Since all of them work together, that's why we're going to incorporate the core into the leg workout today. Good. I'm going to change this to knees. Bring those knees up. And you can slap the knee for just kind of a reference. If you can't lift your knee that high, don't worry about slapping your knee. Okay, but we only want to come up to about elbow height at the highest. And let's change those arms, getting that heart rate up. We're going to go from side to side, getting a little movement in the torso and those abdominals. If you like, the arms can be up overhead. That's up to you and how your shoulders feel. You know me, my shoulders are always questionable, so I'm going to stay here, but I'm still going to get that torso motion in there. Good, let's march it. And again, I want here, you're hitting that ground just a little bit impact. Let those bones know they need to have mass, right? Let's take the march out wide. Should be getting that heart rate up. I know I am. Good, we're going to do those same motions. Let's do a hamstring curl. Moving a little bit quicker. The way I'm structuring it today is we have a set number of exercises to do at the top of each minute. And then we have at least a 15-second rest. Sometimes we're going to have more than a 15-second rest before the next exercise. Let's go to those knees. This is called every minute on the minute. We're doing a different exercise. 2 rounds. All right, good. All right, first round, we're gonna sit on our chair and do our abdominals. So sitting up nice and tall, I'm gonna hinge at my hips and then come back to a seated position. I'm not even touching the back of the chair. What I'm not doing is just arching my back. I'm not doing that. I'm opening at the hips and closing. And we're doing 8 of these. There's 4. 5, belly in nice and tight. Nice, you can go fast, but you don't want to go too fast on this one, right? You want this one to be nice and controlled. Have my arms out because it just helps me balance. Let's do 2 more. I think it was 12, not 8 that I had on this one. There's 11. Let's do 1 more, and 12. Good job, we're gonna stay right here. We're gonna take a break. Next is sit to stands. Y'all know this one. If you've been doing this for a long time, can you grab weight? Absolutely. You can hold it in your arms or hold it down here. Feet stay on the floor. You ready? We're gonna do 15 of these. Up and down. Set yourself in that chair. Don't plop down. Notice how my feet don't come off the ground. So I'm not swinging myself here, right? I'd rather you do less. Remember, we're shooting for 15. I'll tell you when it's been 45 seconds, everybody's gonna take at least a 15-minute break. If you can stick with me, great. If you can't, that's great too. It doesn't matter. Just as long as you're moving continuously and safely, that's the big thing, right? There's 9 and 10. Ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna get in these 15 before time cut off. There's 12. All right, I'm gonna stick with 13. Stand it up so I have a little bit of rest. Next, we're going to do our deadlifts. So this is one that you're gonna do like you're picking up a package off the ground. Feet hip width apart. I'm gonna bend at the knees, the hips. Look how flat my back is. Ankles, knees, hips bend. I'm gonna stand back up. Looking for 12 of these. Here's 3, 4. Lower your hips by bending your knees. 5. And then also bend at the ankles. 6, this is a great one to do in front of the mirror so you can see what your back looks like. 7, really press the ground. Push that ground away from you. All right, push that ground away as you stand up. Good, there's 10, we're going to do 2 more. Can't remember if I said 10 or 12. Last one, excellent. Next, we're gonna do rear stepping lunges. And I'm gonna show a progression of these. We're gonna start off really easy. And then if, and only if you feel comfortable, do you take it to the bigger progression. So we start with just tapping our foot behind us. It's just a little tap. And we're doing 10 on each if we can get it in. Here's it getting a little bit bigger. Notice how I'm bending my front knee. That requires some balance, right? Getting into that lunge. It's like I'm standing on 2 railroad tracks, not 1 beam. I'm gonna stand on 2 railroad tracks. Remember, if that doesn't work for you, you're just right here. Right? Good. I think that's 7. I could be off. There's 8. Go at your own pace, your own level. I'm only gonna get in 9 on each. If I have count, good, take a break. So sometimes, like when I'm teaching a class, it's hard for me to keep track, so I just go by that 45 seconds. Once 45 seconds has gone, I need to take a 15-second break at least. All right, you ready? Last one's core. I'm gonna take my arms out in front. I'm gonna twist to one side and come back, and notice I'm not twisting my whole body. I'm just using the torso to twist. And twist. And twist. What if you can't get your arms up? That's okay. Keep them down. Here's 4. 4. Belly in nice and tight. Chest lifted. 5. 5. Can you do this with weight? Yes, eventually. 6. Here's a side view. 6. 7. Just twisting the belly button. 7. 8. 1 more. And 8. Excellent. Arms come down. All right, we're gonna go to our chair. We're gonna do the second round of every exercise. So now we know what's coming. We can get into a little bit quicker. For our abs, we're gonna do 12. All right, ready, set, and go. We're gonna lean back. Here's 1. Remember, you hinge at your hips. 2, back stays flat. Are you getting that theme? 3. No matter what we do, we want that neutral spine. 4. That's why it's so important that we practice our posture. 5. So keeping that neutral spine is not that hard. 6. Belly in tight. You don't need to move as fast as I am, or you can move faster. Go at your own pace. There's 8. Your arms can be down. 9. They can be here. 10. Main thing is hinge at the hips. I'm almost done. 11. And 12. All right, so it took me 42 seconds. So I get 3 seconds extra of rest. How fun is that? Sit to stands are next. So we're staying seated, feet flat on the floor. Find your posture where your feet are flat. We're going to root those feet into the ground. All right, you ready? Set, and we're going to stand 1. We're doing 15 of these. Squeeze your butt. Or maybe you're only doing 10. That's okay. 2. Maybe you've just decided, I'm not going to count. I'm just going to do 45 seconds worth. Great. 4. 5. Yes, you can hold a dumbbell in your hands. 6. 7. Squeeze your butt. 8. Control every part of this motion. 9. 10. I'm going to add a little speed. I want to get these in. 11. 12. 13. 14. One more. 15. I'm going to stay out. That took me a little bit longer than 45 seconds. Deadlift is next. This is where we're picking up the package. Back nice and flat. Chest is lifted. You ready? Can you hold weights here? Sure. We're going to go down like we're picking up a package and standing back up. Back is flat. There's 1. 2. We're doing 12. 3. Heels stay down. 4. Should not be this. No. 5. Heels stay down. 6. 7. Back is flat. 8. Chest is lifted. 9. You want to use this form next time you go down and pick up anything off the ground. This way we're using our legs and our glutes and not our low back. I got 1 more for 12 and 12. Good. So I get 3 extra seconds of rest. Lunges. Rear lunges. Remember, start small, progress to bigger. It might take you 4 or 5 times to progress to bigger. That's okay, meaning 4 or 5 bouts of exercise, not just today. Ready? Here we go. Stepping back. 1. 2. Keep your front heel down. 3. That's key. 4. 5. Maybe you can get bigger if you want. 6. Becomes a 1-legged squat. 7. 8, keep the front heel down. Chest is lifted. 9. 10. 11, hang in there. 12, go at your own pace. 13. 14, I think I can get them in. 15, 1 more. And 16, excellent. All right, last exercise, shake it out, is gonna be that twist. A lot of core here. Can you hold a can of soup out in front of you? Absolutely, but don't do it till you've done it without weight multiple times to make sure it feels okay. So we're gonna twist 1, 2, 3, just at the abdominals. Think about twisting your belly button. 4, 5, we're doing 16 of these if we can. 6, 7, remember arms can be down. 8, remember to breathe. 9, 10, 11, 12, almost there. 13, 14, 1 more each side. 15, belly in nice and tight. 16, good, 8 each side and relax. Remember, for some, just holding that weight out is a challenge for the abdominals, right? You don't want to be arched because then you're in your low back. We don't want that. Good job, you guys. All right, I want you to march again. This time, just like with the warm-up, but I want it to be silent. Or at least not as loud, right? During the warm-up, we were here. I want it to be much lighter. Take it out wide. Good job today. And we're going to step and tap. And we're going to do a shoulder roll. We're going to take those elbows up and around. Remember, if that's not uncomfortable, you just stay here. Do what feels okay to you. Good, we're just gonna swing those arms. I'm gonna take this into a little bit of a swing. Now notice this time I'm letting my heel come up, so now my whole body's moving. It's not just my torso. Good. Excellent. We're gonna do just a little bit of static stretching, coming back behind your chair. Press your hip forward, stretching the hip flexor. Get a little stretch for that quadricep. These are quick stretches. Good, switch sides. Remember, to get flexibility, we want to hold these stretches. This is more of a, let's just stretch it out, reduce the risk of injury. Stretching the hip flexor, so opening those hips. Good, and relax, take one foot out in front. We're just gonna stick our rear end back. Here's the side view. It's similar to that deadlift, right? But we're not bent at the knee. Good, stand it up and switch sides. Stretching the hamstring. And breathing. Good, and come up. Let's take a deep breath up. And down. One more time. Excellent, you guys. All right, I hope you join me next week for the last installment of this strength training series where we'll be doing upper body, and then I got a fun one planned for us in November. Hope to see you then. Thanks so much.